No intro. So the first thing you want to do is go over to your browser. I'm using Chrome, but you can use basically any browser. You want to go over to the search bar, and you want to type in modrinf, just like that. And you want to click on the modrinf.com link right here. So as you can see, modrinf.com, it has this logo right here, and this is what the website looks like. So if we go over to discover content and mods, here we're going to see a bunch of different mods. And one of the most popular mods is Sodium, which is just Optifine, but better in every single way. So what you want to do is you want to click on the Sodium text right here, and it's going to open up the Sodium download menu. And what you want to do here is click on download, select your game version, and select your platform. I heavily recommend Fabric. Fabric is just amazing. So you just click on Fabric and download. So now that we have Sodium, we also need Fabric itself. To get Fabric, all you want to do is just type in Fabric Minecraft. Click on the top link, which should be fabricmc.net. And once you're here, just click on the download button and the download for Windows button, and it is going to download the Fabric installer. So what you can do now is close the browser because you don't need it anymore. So once you are done with that, you want to go over to your File Explorer and go into your Downloads folder. This is going to allow you to actually run the Fabric installer. You want to run this before you open up the Minecraft launcher, so just double click on the Fabric installer and it is going to start up. If you're planning to play on 1.20, 1.5, you do not have to change the version or the load version at all. Everything's already set up for you. If you want to play on an older version, you might run into some issues, but you'll just be able to figure it out through trial and error. So just click on install. There we go. And now that it's installed, you can delete the installer itself, because the installer itself doesn't do anything other than install the launcher, and now that you have it, you don't need it. So you can just click X and open up the Minecraft launcher, and this is where you're going to be going to be adding the mod to your Minecraft instance. So let's just wait for that to load. There we go. Now I want to click on installations, and here we have our installation. So just click on open installation folder, and you want to find the mods folder. You won't have all of these folders, but you will have the mods folder. Then you go to downloads, copy and paste your mod into the mods folder, and once you've done that, you can just start up the game, and I'll be able to showcase a lot of the different aspects and the FPS improvement of Sodium. So as you can see, we're now in Minecraft, and right down here it says that the version of Minecraft we're running is modded. Another way to see that Sodium is running is by clicking on Options and Video Settings. And as you can see, this is different from the default Minecraft menu. So this is Sodium. You can change a lot of different stuff here, but we're not really going to mess with this yet, because first we're going to get into a Minecraft world so I can showcase the actual improvement in game. So let's just go in, and there we go. So as you can see, we are in the end, which is kind of useful because we are in a relatively empty dimension that doesn't really have all that much going for it. So if we click F3 on default settings, while recording, I'm currently running at about 300 FPS, 330 FPS. So that's what I'm getting in Minecraft. Now, if we go escape, options, video settings, and something crazy like 15. This is a render distance that most people will never actually end up using or planning on. As you can see, I'm still able to get over 60 FPS, up to 100 and 200 FPS even. That's quite useful. And this render distance is actually so large that if I go all the way up to 32, so as you can see right here, we're able to see the main island, and if I fly over here, we can also see the outer end islands. So that's pretty cool. You're able to see both the islands, and it's pretty hard to get lost when you're able to see basically half a dimension away. So if I fly over here, you're going to see it's going to take a very long time to actually get to the end islands. Also, we are running at about 100 FPS while flying with an elytra with the maximum render distance and a simulation distance of 15 chunks. That's pretty cool. So if we go to the overworld, right, it's a more complicated world, so you're going to have lower FPS here. As you can see, we're hovering at about 60, and once we get warmed up, we can get up to 90, but it's just too much. 32 is just too much for the overworld. But if we go back to our 15, we'll see. We can run this fine. This is completely playable. Up to 100 FPS, especially if you're on the ground. This is extremely playable. And there's no real issues with this. This is completely usable for gaming. So yeah, that is how to download and install Sodium for Minecraft. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.